Lalitangi Mataji, see you. Okay. And so has live started?
Mataji, 1 second.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Wait.
So it's live now, and we all can become co-host.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, very good. Hare Krishna. So we have the older kids ages 11 to 16.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So Lalitangi Mataji in the room.
Okay, she's in the room. Good.
I will put her in the room. Once kids join, I will divide.
Oh, yeah. Once kids join. Yeah, we can wait we still have a lot of time, meaning we have another 5 minutes. So. And the other room should have recording, Mataji. I'm just letting you know.
Sure. I'll be there and I'll record.
So Mataji, if I am going into the break room, then I start screen sharing, right? And should I be as a BS? I didn't put it as BS. Is it okay?
That's okay. I think they found you, right? So it's okay. I can also rename you.
Yeah. We found you and we made you co-host.
Okay. No, wait.
Mataji, are you able to see the participants? Now you will be able to see unless you share screen, right? Okay.
So we have to. We are not live now, right?
We have started live, but just to make sure that we are on time.
Mataji, your group WhatsApp is there. I don't know. I put it in the Madhava group.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Advait.
Are we having Kahoot again?
Are we having?
a debate.
Yes, this is for, yes, Madhava class, 11 to 16-year-old.
No, it's because last time Mataji told us we're going to have a debate. So this is a debate.
Yes, 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 yes.
Are we having another Kahoot?
Yes.
Yes, the Kahoot was the best. After you guys left, I made one for me and my family.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know it existed.
Nor did I know.
Oh.
There was an expert who told us it existed.
I mean, I like this class because I have nothing to do at home.
Same, I have nothing.
What are you giving class?
Yes. It's God exists.
That's it.
Just FYI, there are two Pradharshamas. Both of them are me. It's just one I'm using for screen, one I'm using for audio and video.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Wait another minute.
Mataji, there are only 27 participants. Everybody I put there only, except you. So what do? I divide? Now it is increasing, 31. We'll wait another 2 minutes, Mataji.
Okay, I will wait another 2 minutes.
Let the participants increase, so then correct it.
Sorry, Mataji, you called me. I was just out of the desk. Did you call me, Mataji?
Oh, yeah, I just asked, yeah.
Oh, the headphones. My God, I forgot.
Oh, even I need the, that's right, okay, another minute we have. Yeah, we have about 40 now. We can start the divide. Oh, before that, before we start the divide, just a minute. Let me start with the instructions. Okay. So, Hare Krishna, I see about 40 participants who have joined now. And we welcome you to this Madhava session. We have already had a very interesting session. This is our session 2. This is also going to be extremely interesting because we are going to debate on a topic. Now, since this is a virtual debate with several participants, it's not going to be easy. So we have devised a method to do this debate. What we will do is first we will split into 2 rooms, okay? So we are having 2 instructors. One is Lalitangi Radha Mataji and myself. The other one is myself. So we will be splitting into 2 rooms, and in these rooms we will be conducting the debates. So the hosts, who's Lalitangi Radha Mataji and myself, in our individual rooms, we will be taking the role of an atheist, okay? So taking the role of an atheist, we are going to ask you questions. And depending on the question, if you're able to answer it, you have to raise your hand. There is an option that says raise hand. You don't physically raise your hand because we won't be able to go to every video and see who's raising hand. Try to hit on raise hand. There is an option there in your Zoom where you can do raise hand. So when you do raise hand, or rather when you hit on that icon, yes, see, I see 4, 5, 6 participants say raise hand. The people who have raised hand, I will unmute some of you to ask your answers. And then once I've heard your answers, what we will do is we'll discuss the solution together, and then we'll move on to the next question. So every time Lalitangi Radha Mataji and myself, we will take the role of an atheist and you have to defeat us. Okay, so this is the strategy. We'll be calling 3 to 4 people. Try to keep your answers as unique as possible. Do not repeat the same answer over and over. Okay, so come up with new answers and see how you can defeat us. So that's what we are going to do. And we have 12 questions. It's going to take time. At the end of the session, exactly in the next, maybe, yeah, in the next 45 minutes, what we will do is we will all merge together and then play Kahoot, because Kahoot is what you all love the most. So we'll definitely play Kahoot. Okay. We can now do this.
I'm just there. I just wanted to let I'm there.
Yes, yes. So
Yes.
please, yes. Please help with muting and unmuting. Now we can divide the room. Mataji, please go ahead to divide the room. And let us know once the division is done. Perfect.
It's done, Madhava.
Perfect. Okay. Very nice.
Preethi Mataji, are you co-host? Did I made it?
Yeah, Mataji, can you place me with Lalitangi Mataji?
Oh, it's already open, Mataji. Now I cannot do anything. I'm going there.
Okay. Sita Preethi Mataji, you stay with me. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji. Okay.
Help me with muting, unmuting, and I've given them instructions to raise hand. Okay. Okay. This is perfect. Okay. So, welcome everybody, and let's start. Okay. So, I have a question. I'm an atheist, and I'm asking all of you to answer me. If God is all omnipotent, okay, if he's able to do everything, tell me if he can create a rock that is so heavy that he cannot lift it. Now, there are two things. If he can create a very heavy rock and he cannot lift it, that means he's not God, because he's not really omnipotent, right? If he cannot create a heavy rock as well, he's not omnipotent. Now, I have a question. How will you defeat me? Can God create a rock that is so heavy that he cannot lift it? What are your answers? You can raise hand and we can start discussion.
No.
Okay, no. He cannot create a rock like that? Okay, okay. Aditya, you can go.
He cannot create a rock because he is much more powerful than all of us. But he's much more powerful than us, and he is the supreme personality of God. So he can do whatever he wants.
If you say he can't create a rock, that means he's not capable of creating a rock like that?
He can create a rock, but he cannot create a rock that he cannot lift. Oh wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the question. So let's see Krishna Chaitanya, and yeah, you can go next.
Nothing is above Krishna, so he can't create. I don't think he can create a rock that he cannot lift, because nothing is above him.
Nothing is about him?
Above.
Above him, nothing is above him. So you're saying he can create a rock, but he cannot lift it?
No, I'm saying he cannot create a rock that he can't lift.
He cannot create a rock. If he cannot create a rock, then he's not capable of creating a rock.
No, because nothing is above him.
Okay, nothing is above him. Okay. Anyone else? Manaswini, you can go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I think that, well, technically he cannot create a rock that is very heavy and he cannot lift, but he might do that to people who want to prove his skills, or like if they want to see if he can really like lift or create or lift a heavy rock, then he might create it. But I agree with the other people when they say that he can't create rock.
Krishna can
Yeah, go ahead.
God can make a rock that he can act as if he can't lift it, but truly he can lift it as part of his Leela. He can act as he can't hold it.
Wow, that's interesting. Interesting answers. Very nice. So I really liked all your answers, and let's see how Prabhupada defeats it. Okay. So this is a common question asked by atheists for all of your information. It's not something that is uncommon. Atheists do ask these questions, and this is called as the omnipotence paradox. Okay. Now let's see the answers. Here we go. Okay. So Prabhupada says, yes, he can create such a stone because there's nothing that God cannot create. He will create such a stone, and then he turns around, meaning he increases his power and he lifts the stone. He can do both because Krishna is unlimited in power and his power keeps increasing. So first he will create the rock, which he cannot lift, and then he will increase his unlimited power, which is always increasing, and he will lift the rock. So the psychology that we are all in is, if we cannot do something, we think nobody else can do it. Like, for example, an ant. Okay, an ant, when he sees a human being can lift heavy objects, the ant can obviously not do it. So for the ant, it will be perplexing. Oh, such a heavy object, how can it be lifted? Because the ant is so tiny. The ant doesn't understand these things. But however, a higher power is having more capability than us. So we must understand that Krishna works in inconceivable ways. He can do both simultaneously. So that is the nature of the Supreme Lord. So like that, you can resolve what is called as the omnipotence paradox. Okay. The next question, you can again start raising hands if you want to defeat me. Being an atheist, my question is, why cannot God reveal himself to all? I mean, why is he out there and not showing himself to me? Any answers? Okay, Krisangi.
Because some of us aren't ready to know him.
Very good, Ashutosh. Good.
Some of us won't accept that he's really God.
Who's that? Some of us won't. Shravan? Okay.
This Mataji, this is Shravan. I think Krishna can't reveal himself to everyone because if you want him to reveal himself, you have to like understand like he's deep in your heart and all that stuff.
Interesting. Very nice answer.
People don't have love for him, so he doesn't, he can do it, but like no one will understand him even if he does it.
Right. Very nice. Yes, go ahead.
Reveal himself. So if he reveals ourselves before we understand everything about him, then we're gonna get bewildered and we're not gonna understand his form.
God can't reveal himself because everyone is worthy of his sight.
Correct. Yes. And
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna Chaitanya.
The Lord also in his deity form, but in general, he does not come to show his power really. Only because if his devotees want him to show his power, he will show his power. But otherwise, he won't. He doesn't come to show his power. He just wants to accept loving devotional service.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Excellent answers, and all of you are right. It's very straightforward. Yes, you need to qualify yourself to know God. So do we ever get a degree without proper training and education? So you are all in maybe high school or in, I don't know what, maybe that's what you call, right? High school. So most of you are in high school. And after this, you would go to fetch a degree in a university. Why do you go there? Because you want to be properly qualified to understand a subject nicely. That's the reason you would study and get yourself trained and educated. So in this world, just to study a tiny atom, it takes 25 years of nuclear physics to master a small atom. Then imagine how much training we need to do to get to know God. So if we are not qualified, all of you said that very, very clearly, if we are not qualified, we can never understand God. So first we need to work, only then God will reveal himself to us. So he is not bound to reveal himself. He's a person, he's not bound to come and say, we cannot demand God to reveal himself. Okay, so that's how it works. Next question. Okay, if God created everything, then my question to you is, who created this God? Okay.
God existed
Yes.
before anything existed, so
I
nothing's
think
created and he was just
created
there.
No one created God.
No one created God.
I think that
Because
God
he was there before anything else was there, so nothing could have
Krishna
created
just
him.
appeared.
Just appear, no one created God. Anything else?
I think
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that there was no time that he did not exist, and none of us did not exist. So he was already there.
He was already there. Okay. Yes. He was already there. No one created him. Okay. Yes, you're all right. And let's see what the answers are. It's very much same as what you all said. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this question is like as if a person who's reading a novel is trying to search the author of the novel inside the novel. How many of you have read novels? Okay, many of you have. Okay, good. So when you read a storybook or a novel, the author itself will not be a character inside the novel, right? So like that, God himself, who's the creator of everything, need not be inside the creation all the time because he's beyond all time and space. And God, when we say God is the origin of everything, we mean he's the cause of all causes. So this is the definition of God in our scriptures. He's called Sarva Karana Karanam, meaning he's the cause of all causes. So there's nothing beyond that. Okay, even if we say that a lump of matter was responsible for this entire universe, then what is the origin of that lump of matter, right? We can argue like that. What is the origin of that lump of matter? But when we say God, God means God is the supreme being. By definition, he is the origin of everything. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, everything rests on me as pearls are strung on a thread. So this is the answer to the question. If God created everything, who created God? God is the origin of everything. Okay, there is no question of creating God. He's the source of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. That is the definition of God. Next question.
Then what if somebody asks who's the cause of him?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question here, right? He's the cause of all causes. So the cause of the cause of the cause of the cause, that infinite cause is God. That's why we have the definition, not just Sarva Karanam, he's Sarva Karana Karanam, meaning he's the cause of all causes. That is the definition of God. Even the very dictionary definition of God is he's the source. You cannot have someone create him. When you say source, that's the analogy given here. How can you be searching for a person inside a novel who has written the novel? So it's like that. Okay, he's the source of everything. Let's do the next one. Okay. Now, I tell you as an atheist that the concept of God is created by humans just to maintain morality in human society. See, just because
Hi, Krishna Mataji.
Hello? I can't hear anything.
Yes, Mataji might be a connection issue. She's just joining back. Okay, just hold on 1 second. Preethi Vilasini Mataji, I think you are connection is down or something. Once again, I'm contacting her.
okay, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this on the phone. Okay, I lost audio. Okay, my question is, is this concept of God created by humans to maintain morality in society? Meaning, if we all have this idea that there is God, then we'll all be good, we'll all be kind, we'll all stick to moral values. So maybe humans, just for this case, they created God. So what do you all think about it?
I think that is false. I think that there is not the concept of God just because there will be peace and like morality in human society. Because we all have morality because we know that He is real.
Very good. We all have morality and we know He's real. Very nice, Yoshita. Next. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I say?
Yes, yes, Krishna.
An argument could be like, if it was just created, then where did all the knowledge in the Vedas come from? If you look at the things the Vedas have like gone right, like there's multiple things have gone right. Like some of the laws of physics have already been written in the Vedas before, and how the Earth is cylinder, and how the Earth is a sphere, that was written in the Vedas like ages before it was proved, and there's multiple aspects like. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice, very nice analysis, Krishna. Thank you. That was good. Yes, everything is written in the Vedas. Yes. Anyone else would like to add anything to this? You can unmute yourselves, I guess.
And we can't create God ourselves. Like we wouldn't have enough evidence to believe in just if we created on our own. But the Vedas prove that He's actually there.
Okay, the Vedas prove that He's there. Okay.
Mataji, Krishna came 5,000 years ago, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago. And if God doesn't exist, then who would have created the sun and the moon?
Yeah, but yes, that is correct, Krishna Chaitanya. I agree with all of you. But my question is it just like like we just created God just because we want to make sure that everyone is scared of someone? When there is a law, everyone is bound by the law, right? Everyone follows the right rules and regulations. So is the concept of God something like that? Just some, it's just created by human beings so that people can live in order. Do you think it's...
Can I add to this?
Yes.
Also, I think that if like the people created God, maybe like they'd always think of God, but like we don't like always think of God like in every single situation. So.
Yes. Yes, we do not think of God in every single situation. That is right. Okay. So let's see how we can defeat this further. Of course, all of what you said is also right. We will see how we can defeat this question. Okay. So if someone tells you, was God created because He just wanted to maintain the sense of morality, then the question is, who created man? All of you asked this question. That is really good. So all of you said, who created man and who created a sense of morality? So the sense of morality, I think one of you said this answer as well. So this the concept of God created by humans to maintain morality in human society. Then who is the source of that morality? If we all have moral values, who's the source of that moral values, right? So that is the first question. And who created this man who has so many moral values? So we should ask that question. If someone asks us, what is if the concept of God was created by humans to maintain morality in society? And also, even when we look at science, okay, science gives us various theories like evolution or the Big Bang. They say, oh, that is the origin of everything. But we see that even such science, so-called science, also they ascribe to inconceivable attributes to origin of everything. Like the Big Bang, they say everything came out from matter. Now, even this is inconceivable. So the common sense of morality is inherent in all human beings. Where is the origin of that? So that origin should be coming from somewhere. That should be coming from God. So everything ultimately comes from a source. And if someone argues, no, it is not like that. We all just came into existence and we are all here by the law of survival of fittest, then why do we put our lives in danger to save others? So like, for example, if everything is just survival of the fittest, we would just want to protect ourselves, right? See, there's one theory out there that says everything is survival of the fittest. Whoever is the fittest, they will survive. It's not about moral values. So if that is the theory, why is it that we would risk our lives to go and save someone who's in danger? How many of you risk your lives to go and save someone? How many of you do that? Okay. Nobody does it? None of you risk your lives for others?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Why do you think you would risk your life for others?
We care about them.
You care about them. So you have these values inherent in you. So therefore, you should understand that it's not just about survival of the fittest, just protecting yourself. And these theories, they do not stand strong when it comes to understanding God. Okay. So these values are inherent in us and they always exist. Next. For me, seeing is believing. I cannot see God, so therefore God doesn't exist. How will you defeat him?
God is existing in our hearts. So once we are qualified enough, then we are qualified to see him. We are worthy of seeing him.
Okay. Yes. Anything else that is good?
Okay, well, I can say this. Well, you technically cannot see. Does that?
Yeah, you technically cannot see God with my. I cannot see God with my eyes. So why should I believe?
Mataji.
Yeah.
You cannot see air or atoms.
Yeah. Mataji, you cannot see air or atoms. Then why would you believe that there are air or atoms?
Very good. Very yes.
You can't see your brain, so you can't believe it. You if you can't see it, then you don't have a brain technically.
Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Love it. Yeah. Yes.
Everything is ready for you. You know that when you're born in this world, you have someone, at least someone to look after you. You cannot just say, "Oh, well, this came out of nowhere," and everything is just chance. That means even you are chance because
Good one. Good one. That's actually the next question. Very nice.
Mataji, I think Anika wants to say something from long time.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. All of you, I think they can unmute, right? They are capable of unmuting. Is that how the setting is?
Yeah, they can unmute, but they are raising hands and then unmuting.
Okay, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Raised hand, then they are waiting for their turn.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Anika.
I was going to say that you can't see air, you can't see intelligence, you can't see sound, but you know it's there. So if you can't see God, then...
Wonderful answers. So nice. So nice to hear from all of you. Oh, it's so pleasing. Very, very wonderful. All of you. Great job. Okay. So let's go through the answers. I mean, they are all like what you said, of course. So our senses are limited. Like all of you said, I can't even see my brain, right? So does it mean that my brain doesn't exist? Or I can't see an atom? Doesn't mean atom doesn't exist? So in fact, when it is dark, I cannot even see my hands. So does it mean that my hands don't exist? Yeah, we have not seen so many things in this world, yet we believe it. Like you all said, the electron, proton, atoms, all of these are there, but we have not seen them. So does it mean that we are not going to believe them? Are all the instruments in this world perfect? We are trying to see with a telescope, but how far can you see? You're trying to see these viruses with a microscope, but how many can you detect? So these so-called physical evidence also, they keep changing because they keep updating, right? In science, we see that so many things they keep updating, especially archaeological science. They go and they excavate something and they date it. They say this is 5,000 years old. But then there is a better technology and then they realize, no, actually, it is probably older. So like that, they go on and on and on advancing in science and they say a new thing every time. So physical evidences are also changing from time to time. And all these different theories, all the atheistic theories, they all need a huge leap of faith, because without an assumption, you cannot come up with a theory. Most of these are theories. We have not really seen it to believe it, right? There are so many theories outside. Have you seen every single thing? You have not seen, but still you believe. So therefore, for us to understand God, we need the Vedas. Vedas like the mother, just like how mother is the authority to know the father. Similarly, through scriptures, we can see who our supreme father is. So seeing is not necessarily believing, okay? So we must understand that just by seeing, we cannot believe everything. Next one. Yes, someone spoke about chance. So that's the question here. My argument as an atheist is everything in this world is just by chance. There is no supreme creator. Nobody created it. Nobody designed anything. It just happened by a chance. There were a bunch of molecules that just came together and creation started. So what's your argument for this?
Our chance is God. So Krishna decides what we do and what our future is. So it's not chance. It's Krishna's like Krishna's mercy.
Chance is Krishna's. You say chance also is Krishna's mercy. Okay.
If everything happens by chance, why do the scientists keep going, trying to find different theories for how this world works, if everything just happens by chance?
Yes, correct. If everything happened by chance, then why do we? Yes, correct.
You can make a model and then say it just happened by chance. You can't do that because you know you made it.
Yes, you just can't make a model and say everything happened by chance. This whole thing happened by chance. Yes.
I think when it says chance, I think it's like what Krishna kind of decides, and he knows what he has to do.
Yes, that is correct. Krishna decides and he knows what he has to do. Yes. Anything else? Yeah.
One day, Albert Einstein, he made a model, and then his friend who was an atheist, he came and he said, who made this model? And then Albert Einstein said, oh, it came by chance. And he said, no, it has to come by something. And then he said, no, it came by chance. So then he realized that everything has to be made by someone. Everything has a creator. Even if a mobile cannot come by chance, then what about the whole universe that works perfectly?
Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. So nice. So nice to hear from all of you. Very nice. Okay, shall we do the answers? I mean, it's of course, all the answers that you said are all valid. And let's see what else we have on the presentation. So it says here, what's the probability? Like, for example, we're talking about chance. Chance means what? It's a probability. So the best example for a probability is tossing a coin. So many of you must have tossed a coin and done heads or tails, and then you take decision. If it's tails, this team does something. If it's heads, the other team has to take up some other responsibility. So we have all used this probability concept by tossing a coin, right? So it's a chance, it's a probability. Either you get heads or you get tails. It's a chance. But however, what is the cause of this chance? How did tails or heads fall? What is the cause of that? The cause is no. What is the cause of this chance of the coin being tossed? That's what I'm asking. See, probability is heads or tails. What is the cause of that heads or tails? What is the cause of the tossing?
Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
You have, supposing you are tossing a coin, okay? So without you tossing it is the cause of the probability to happen, right? So even to have heads or tails, until you toss a coin, you will not have any chances coming out of it. Did you get my point?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, until you toss the coin, how are you even going to land up in a chance? Land up in a probability. So even chance doesn't happen without a cause, like tossing a coin. Okay? If you do not toss the coin, you're not going to get heads or you're not going to get tails, right? So nothing happens without a cause. Even chance doesn't happen without a cause. Okay? And look at the amazing intelligence around us. We have air, water, fire. All this is necessary. Who gives us the air? Everything is so perfectly arranged in this universe. How can everything come by chance when it's so perfectly designed? When the design is so perfect, how can we say that we do not have a perfect designer? Look at our body. Everything functions automatically. You have the heart that is beating. You're able to breathe in air. Everything is facilitated by the Lord. So how can we say there is no one providing all this? If you think that chance is everything, everything would be chaotic. There would be no order in this universe. But we see everything is in perfect order. So if there is so much organization, if there is so much intelligence that you see around you, everything in nature so perfect, how is it possible? Because there is an intelligent designer, and that is God. Okay, so just by chance, by molecules combining, it can't go so perfect. Just the human body, look at it. We have a skin that is covering our flesh and bones and muscles. Imagine if we had bodies without skin, how horrible, right? We have a beautiful face with eyes, nose, teeth and lips and tongue. If all this were not there, if it was just a blob, how would it be? So if we do not have our senses, how would we perceive something in this world? So everything is perfectly created, which means that there is a perfect designer. So nothing happens just by chance. Okay, you all gave very good answers, and I think you covered all these points. But remember, even for a chance to happen, there should be a cause for that. Like, until you toss a coin, you will not get heads or tails. Tossing of the coin is the cause to get heads or tails. Now, my next point is, if God is really there, tell me, why doesn't he talk to me? Does he really talk to me? Why can't he communicate with me? Anyone would like to take this?
And like exactly like the other one that there was, like, why can't we see God or things like why doesn't God come in front of us? Like the same thing. We're not pure enough.
We're not pure enough. So do you think he's communicating with us?
We need to, like, through our devotional activity, he might communicate with us, but we have to be at a very high level to actually understand.
Krishna, he will communicate with you if he knows that you will help pass on the knowledge to other people. Like if Krishna talks with you, like talks with someone who doesn't believe God for like a whole hour, and then and they don't do anything because they still don't believe God, Krishna could at that time persuading someone who would, or giving knowledge to someone who would believe God, and then they can pass on the knowledge.
Right,
right. Talks with love. Of love.
We actually are talking with God while we actually chant. That's what my parents actually told me.
Very nice, very nice, very good. Yes.
God does talk to us. Like he doesn't. We don't think he's talking to us, but whatever he's doing for us, like the thing that we're able to feel that is normal to stand up and walk, that's actually talking to us because he's caring for us, and that's good enough as talking. And he does talk to those who are qualified. He actually talks. He talked to Prabhupada.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, yeah.
I think the real thing is, I think God is talking with you, but have you tried talking with God? That's the real.
Oh, interesting. Very nice. Super nice. Oh my God, you all have so much to offer. Very nice. Okay, so just putting together what all you said, very nicely spoken, each one of you. You've given valid points. So here's the thing. The language of God is not really understood by us all the time. Like, for example, you are in a foreign land and there is someone who's shouting at you and running towards you. For a moment, you would be thinking that person is trying to attack you. But actually, maybe that person is running towards you to save you from an attack from behind. So you really don't know the complete picture. So God is always trying to communicate with us, but we haven't been open enough to receive the communication. That's the first thing. Many of you have told that. When we have not understood the very purpose of our life or the purpose of this creation, Why are we trying to judge a painting before it is complete? Okay, just like if supposing there is a painting, you have a few brush strokes. Does it look very beautiful? It doesn't look very beautiful. It looks very ugly. But when the painting is complete, the entire picture looks so beautiful. Similarly, our lives is like that. God is trying to talk to us. He's trying to convey something to us, but we are not responsive. We are not trying to talk to him. So we think he doesn't exist and he's not really helping me in anything. He's not communicating with me. But we are like people who have just seen a few brush strokes. We have not seen the complete picture. A few years later, after the painting is complete, when we look back, we see, wow, everything was so perfect. I'm so happy. I reacted too early. Okay. So everything in our life is always for the best. It is for the good. Initially, we feel frustrated in the first few days of our activity. We feel frustrated. Oh, this is not going good. That is not going good. God is not helping me. But actually, God is helping you in every stage. When the work is complete, after a few days, when you look back, you think, you realize that God has actually communicated with me. He has helped me. He has been with me through this. So we have to wait patiently and understand that God's hand is there in every minute in our life. And his real method of communication is he talks through scriptures. He talks through scriptures. When we read scriptures, we understand that God is actually communicating with us. And many of you said about the Mahamantra, it is like the toll-free number for us to talk to God. And Krishna, he tells in the Bhagavad Gita, he's Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. Suhridam means ever well-wisher. He's our perfect friend, okay? He's our perfect friend and he will be with us. He is communicating with us if we can open up and see that his hand is there in every step of life. So excellent answers, and all of your answers were right. Okay, next question. As an atheist, I ask, you say there is God. Does he have a form? That's my question.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
How do you prove that?
And he has forms, and because he is Paramatma.
Okay, but how do you prove that he has a form?
You have your deities at home.
Okay. Why should I believe that the deity is God?
The scriptures.
We worship it.
Because I worship. I'm not worshipping him as the deity.
In the scriptures, it says that the Lord has a form.
Okay, why should I believe what the scripture says?
It comes to
There is for whom those vision is proved. There is actually floating rocks in Rameshwaram that Rama actually came, and there's many other proofs, and even there is that proof that the Govardhan, it shrinks every day because of the curse. So God does have a form, but he's not present. He is present in the heart of his devotees and in the teachings of him.
Okay, he's present, and you say he's there in the teachings, and you see certain miracles around you, like you have seen that when he came, he did certain unique things. Okay. Anything else? Okay, Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
Lord Chaitanya came him. There's books about him, like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavad. He gave the Shishtastakam.
Okay, he gave the Shishtastakam. Anything else? Why would you say that he has a form? Why should I believe? I can say, okay, he's just some abstract concept.
He's the supreme personality of Godhead. He has to have a personality.
Why should he have that personality?
Because he's the supreme personality of Godhead.
Because he's the supreme personality. Very nice. Good. Very nice. Yeah, that's good. Anything else?
I think it's like you don't need to you don't need to imagine him in like only one form. You can imagine him in any form you like, as long as you believe in him and love him.
Okay.
If God has everything, then why does he not have a form? He has to have a form.
Who said this now?
Krishna Chaitanya.
Good job. Okay, very good. Any more?
Nothing exists without a form.
Nothing. Very good. Good. I think all of you are getting there now. Yeah, go ahead. Very good.
Mataji, I believe that God is everything you want him to be.
Okay.
He has a true form.
Uh-huh.
You don't want that, he can always change it for you because he loves you so much.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Mataji, we know that everything comes from Krishna. So everything comes from Krishna. So if someone sees everything as Krishna, then he does have a form. Because even if I say this chair that I'm sitting on is Krishna, then he does have a form.
Very good. You're very close. Very nice. Good, good. I think you all almost got the answer. Very nice. Anyone else wants to add before we go to the answers? Okay, excellent. You all gave the answers. Good job. Oops. Okay, here we go. So things around you, right? Everything you see around you has form. This book has form. This pen has form. Everything around you has form. You yourself have form. Then if everything is coming from God, then why doesn't God have form? First thing. Now, when I look around in this universe, do I see anything that is formless? Can anyone answer that question?
Air, intelligence, sound.
Very good. Air, intelligence, sound. So many subtle things are there. So I also see formlessness around me. So what is the complete definition of God? Do you think he has form or he's formless?
He has form.
Okay. And then what about the formlessness in this world? So if he is the origin of formlessness, why he is not formless?
God is the original bad, yet he does not have any bad in him.
Huh? God is?
He's the original bad, but he does not have the bad in him.
Like that, you're saying he's the origin of formlessness, but he doesn't have the formlessness in him? Okay.
He's both formless and he's also he also has the form.
Yes, he's both.
He does everything, whatever he wants.
Yes,
His form is
yes.
In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, I believe, he says that he has an alter ego. And I believe that one of the egos, one of the forms, or his alter ego is his shadow, and one of them is a form, another one is not a form.
Okay, very good.
Just like in the number 10 is without the 0, the 10 is 1, but 0 by itself, nothing. So in the same way, formlessness is just a part of the one who has a form, and without that form, the formlessness is like nothing. If Krishna didn't want people to think that there's something called no form, then he wouldn't have,
Very nice. Very nice. Good. Oh, wonderful people. You guys are awesome. Okay. So here you go. Yeah, all your answers are right. So everything you see around you has forms as well as there are formless elements as well. So God is the source of everything means he is both form, he has both form and he's formless. So, but however, the complete realization of God is that he has a complete form, because formlessness also comes from a form. So formlessness can also come from a form, but form cannot come from formlessness. Did that make sense to everyone? No?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good. Okay. So that's why in the Vedic scriptures, we see this particular verse that says, Vadanti tat tattva vedas. And you have Tattvam yat jnanamadvayam brahmetli paramatmeti bhagavaneti shabdyate. So the supreme absolute truth is known in 3 forms: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. However, Bhagavan realization is the most complete. There is no questions about it. These 3 attributes of the absolute truth is compared to the sun, the sun disk, and the sunshine. So the sun itself is like the Bhagavan realization. The sunshine that is coming out from the sun is like the Brahman, the formless nature. and the Paramatma who's present in everyone's heart, he is like the sun disk. So there are 3 levels of realization of God, but the complete realization is understanding the sun in complete. So the complete realization of God is Bhagavan, yet he is present in a formless state as well, which is Brahman, and he also comes and he stays as the Paramatma in everyone's heart as the well-wisher. So to understand God, to have complete understanding of God, you should understand him in all these different states of existences of God. Okay? So yes, God has a form. He is also formless if needed, but the source of everything is a complete Bhagavan who has a form. Next, why do you, I need to know this. Okay, why do you need to worship him as a deity? Okay, now someone had already picked on this point. So we'll again do this question. Why do you need to worship God as a deity when God is everywhere? Why should I worship him in a deity form? We say God is in everything, every atom, everywhere. God is all around me. Then why should we worship him in a deity form specifically? And sometimes I see that these deities, they're just standing there and they can't even defend themselves when there is a fly going around him or when there is an ant that is running on his body. So why should I first of all worship him as a deity? You can answer that and then the subsequent question as well.
So because like we know that everything around us is God, so but it does not resemble God. Like we don't know, like it does not look like God. So when we have deities that we worship, we know that it specifically represents God, and that it is another form of him that is the only way that we can see him every day.
Okay, that's the form of him. Yes.
I think another reason that we need to worship him as a deity is because, like, when we're worshiping, it's easier for us to worship God in a form like us. We're not saying that he's like us, but it's easier to worship him in a way that we can see him. So a deity is a way to replicate that.
Very good.
Like we cannot put love into worshiping a wall, even though it's in the wall. So therefore, we have it in a deity form, so we can actually worship him with love.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
It's very hard. It's very for the second question, why can't the deity defend himself? He doesn't need to defend himself. Even Ramachandra couldn't be the horns taken out of his legs, because whoever approaches him, he must accept them. He cannot say, "Oh, this ant has come to me, so I'm going to
destroy him."
Because the ant has taken shelter of him, so he cannot.
Very nice. Very nice. Good job.
For why do we need to worship him? It's like very hard to worship it like a thing in like form, like the God in a formless way, because it's just like air. You can't really see it.
Very true. Very true. Very nice.
We can serve him. We can serve him in his personal form.
Serve him. Good.
And,
it's easier to worship God when you can see him.
Yes.
He does it with his omnipotence. He doesn't feel his power. He just comes to accept devotional service.
Whoa, very good. Good.
We should worship deity so that we have like a form of the Lord that we can worship, because then some people might say, then we shouldn't worship, we should worship everything, because the scriptures say that the Lord is everything. So at least we have something that we can say, oh, this is more like important than everything else that we worship this. Otherwise we'll be sitting and worshipping everything.
Everything.
It's a specific thing that we can worship visually.
Correct. Very nice. Hey, you all are very smart. Excellent answers, and most of you caught all the crucial points, and I'm just going to repeat whatever you said. So the first thing I want to say here is that though he is everywhere, the truth is that we do not see him everywhere. It's very hard to see him everywhere. And the deity, as all of you said this point, the deity is a channel for us to serve the Lord. Now, how does he become like a channel? That I wanted to give a couple of examples. Like, for example, there is air everywhere. Do we all accept there is air everywhere, right? Everyone accepts, yes? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But when we trap that air inside the tire of a wheel, then that wheel becomes functional, right?
Yes.
All of you know that, right? So similarly, we are trapped, or rather we are inviting the Lord to come and stay in a deity. So that form becomes an authorized form, just like how air is captured inside the tire of a wheel, though it's present everywhere. Similarly, we request the Lord to come and stay in that deity, and he comes and he becomes present there. So he's worthy of worshipping there. Okay, so that's how he becomes worthy of being worshipping there. And the other example given is that of a post box. Okay, so post box is an authorized place where you go and put the letter. Okay, you know for sure, if I put the letter on this post box, definitely it will go. Definitely it will go to the person whom this letter has to go. Similarly, deity is an authorized form for us to worship. He's authorized. If you go to him in the deity form, he will definitely be there for you and he will reciprocate. So this deity is not some random symbol. Like many people, they call deities as idols. Now, some sort of random figurine or a symbol. But however, this deity is not something that is random, but like you all said, it's given in scriptures, how the deity looks like, how Krishna looks like, how Radharani looks like. And depending on what is said in scripture, that's how we fashion the deities and we welcome the deities to come and reside in that deity. Welcome the Lord to come and reside in that deity. So the Lord, you also made this point, one of you made this point, that the Lord decides to descend out of his causeless mercy and not to prove his omnipotence. So when he's there, he's very merciful. When the ant is coming, he's very merciful. You gave that example. He wants to give shelter. So the deity representation of the Lord is out of his causeless mercy. He's not here to prove that he's great. He's here because he's come for our sake. That's why the deity is a very, very compassionate form of the Lord. So there is no need for the deity to defend himself. He's coming to save us. So for him to save himself is not really necessary. He's not here to prove his, that he's powerful or something. So do you all know of any deity reciprocation examples, any deities that you have seen reciprocating?
Yes, Mataji, I've seen one.
Nrsimhadev.
I've seen one. I haven't seen one, but I know one. That Jagannath, in Jagannath Puri, one day he closed his doors because a devotee, because there was some misunderstanding that that this devotee had committed some sin or something, so they kicked him out of Jagannath Puri, and the whole day Jagannath did not give any darshan. And later that night he appeared in the dream of the head pujari and he said, "How dare you kick this devotee out? He was so dear to my heart and you kicked him out, so I'm not going to give darshan until you bring him back."
Yeah. Very nice. So deities always reciprocate. Okay, the next one. Is he male or female? Answer this question.
He is both.
He is both male and female.
Both male
He
and
is whatever he chooses because
is a cause of all causes.
He
and
is
is
both
male or
But then why do we call him he? Why do we call it he?
Yes, answer that as well. Why do we call him as he? Go ahead, answer.
Because he came in that form.
Okay.
His form is as a male, but he can also incarnate as a female.
Okay, his form is as a male. He can also incarnate as a female.
Like
Shiva.
He is like both, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came with the heart of Radharani, but in the body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he had the heart of Radharani, so he's both.
Okay, he's both. Okay, if he's both, is he like neuter or something?
He's neither.
He's neither. Okay. I think Sham wanted to say something. You've been raising your hand. You can go ahead and talk.
He can be male or female.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter because like God could not be like subject to gender. Like that's like a human thing.
Yes, very good. Okay, good. All of you have given the answers.
And that's how Lord Shiva had become a gopi to participate in a Krishna Leela.
Yes.
So the Supreme Lord can do that.
Can do both. Okay. So if someone asks you that question, you can defeat them by saying, first of all, are you male or female? You are spirit soul. So are you really male or are you female? You're neither male nor are you female, because the soul is soul. It doesn't have a gender. Okay. So similarly, the Lord is both male and female, just like the sun and sunshine. He's, like you all said, he's both, because it's both Radha and Krishna, right? So similarly, Lord is both. He's male and female, just like how the sun and sunshine are inseparable. Sun and sunshine, just like how they are inseparable. Similarly, the Lord is both male and female, but he's not ordinary male or ordinary female like us. He is the supreme male. So why do we call him he? Because he's the supreme male. He's Purushottama. He's the supreme male. That's why Gajendra in his prayers, he said he's neither demigod, nor demon, neither human, nor bird, nor beast. He's not a man, he's not a woman, he's not a neuter, nor is he an animal. So he said all this. Why? Because he's the supreme being. He's Purushottama. He exhibits himself as a male. Okay?
Mataji, another way I would prove my point is that I would say that I would say that in your next life you don't know or
what you're going to be. Yes, because you're spirit soul. Yeah, you're not bound by this. Very true. Next life you could be male. Yeah,
the soul doesn't have gender. It's just a look on.
Yes, that's correct.
I think Krishna's the only male and we are all female.
Yes, because he's a supreme male, so we are all Prakriti. We are female. He's Purushottama. Okay, so, and the final slide. I know the other team is ready to merge in, and I have to really move fast, and it's my mistake. We're going slow. So this is the last one. So logically, yes.
Can you put me in the other group? I accidentally logged out and I came in your group by accident.
I can't do that. We need the host to come back. But you can listen to this, okay? So we can perceive God with our common sense. Just look around in this world. You can see everything around you. Nature is so perfect. It's so beautiful. Look at this picture. The river, the mountains, the lake, the flowers, they all look so perfect. Look at this beautiful body that we have. That is so perfect. Look at the colors on this bird. Look at the different seasons, how they look. Look at the earth. It never loses its orbit. Everything is so perfect in this world. So beautiful. So just like how a painting has a painter, this creation is in perfect order. The functions of the human body is automatic. There is so much variety in different species. The orbits of planets are all in place. All this indicates perfect order and a perfect controller. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. So Krishna is the supreme controller. Just by looking around, it is proved that there is God. Nothing happens by a chance. There is a supreme designer behind everything, and that is God. Okay, so now we can merge. I can call Mataji.
We are already merged.
So sorry.
Yeah, good. Merge.
Thanks. And I'm so sorry for prolonging, Mataji. Okay, so Lalitangi Mataji, would you like to share? I can stop share screening. And we are going to play Kahoot.
What's the code?
Okay. Yeah, they're going to...
It'll be on the screen in a second. Just wait.
Mataji, the photo in your back, which temple is it?
This is Rukmini Dwarkadish, Los Angeles.
That temple is across our street.
It's across, huh?
Mataji?
Our street.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's across your street? Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, you can start, Mataji.
Are you able to see the screen?
No.
Not yet.
Mataji. No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
How do I do that?
I cannot see anything except for
me too. We can now see you, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see Lalitangi Mataji.
Are you able to see my screen?
No.
No. We can see you.
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji. Yeah, only you.
Maybe you need to be the host.
Okay, I'll make you participant. Maybe that will help. I mean, a co-host or something.
No, she's co-host, Mataji. She can share. Just she needs to select it and share.
Okay.
How did you do it last time then? Pressing button.
Yeah, I have the Kahoot thing. Let me.
Now, don't you have to share your screen?
Yeah, for the code.
Yeah, for the
Mataji,
meet.
did you make me host, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, you are co-host.
For the game pins.
Mataji, I think you have to put the share, put up applications, and then I think it'll come.
You see the green.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, now.
Yes, now
Yeah,
it is
I can see it now. I can see
Oh,
it
we
now.
got it. We got
Yes,
it.
Mataji.
What's the code?
We need to ask
So this is a pin. The pin is. Are you able to see the pin? 9093041.
Mataji, can we try team mode today?
No, I think we'll go in classic mode. Okay. And the next time we can do it.
What does team mode mean?
Mataji, done before, everybody has to share one device. It won't work virtually.
Yeah, for team mode, it won't work for virtually.
Yeah, okay. So we have 33 players so far. 9093041 is your pin. Punch it in, and we are waiting for you. 40 players. And then how many do we have? We have about 60 on the call.
51. We have 56.
56 precisely.
We need to take out the co-host. Yeah, precisely, we have 56.
56.
Okay, I think should we start, Mataji?
Start 47 players. It is showing for me. Is it okay?
Oh, okay, 48.
I'm not inside yet.
Okay, get in.
But it says 56 people.
Oh, wait. There's supposed to be 51 students.
For 6 of you are hosts, Mataji. So
That makes sense. Yeah.
Loading
So
up.
still we have. That means 2 more has to join.
their name. Yeah. 9093041.
Yeah, I think this is settled.
Still
48.
connecting for me.
48. Can I start?
Yes.
After
Don't start. They're like 2 or 3 away.
I still have to join.
Okay.
I still have to.
done that a long time ago. I'm in.
Is there any other person?
So is there anyone left out? Can we start the game?
Someone got kicked.
Yes.
50 players.
Your
voice cut off.
Start the game before they start kicking
Let's
people off.
go.
Okay, Mataji, can we start?
Yes.
Okay, I'm starting, kids. Hurry, bo.
Yes. Good.
Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill though he was 7 years old. How is this possible?
Oopsie.
Okay. I think it's a bit long, right? I should have reduced this. Okay. So 40 right answers and see who's in the number 1 position. We have Shravan with 962, closely followed by Shubham, Panitan, Danya, and Krishangi. Okay, next question. It appears difficult to understand God because okay, so 40 people, right answers. So Shravan is 2015, followed by Abhay, Panitan, Sharan, and Haripriya. Okay, so let's go to the next question. God was a concept created by man to keep order in the society.
The answer is coronavirus.
Your friend
Coronavirus spelled wrong.
You won't be able to come to me. I live all the way in LA.
Coronavirus spelled
Spell coronavirus.
Okay, 37. Thank God nobody picked coronavirus. So Abhay is climbing number 1 and Haripriya followed in number 2, Panitan, Chaitli, and
You won last
Ananya.
time.
So we have very close competition. Let's go to the next question.
You
It's
hear
a true
me?
or false question. The cause of all causes doesn't have a cause.
I picked the wrong one.
Oh,
I made a mistake.
Even I did.
I accidentally pressed.
Bol,
I
Hari
don't know.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Yes.
Yes! 34
Yes!
is right.
Oh yeah. 12th place.
Abhay is number 1, 4459,
Haripriya.
Haripriya, Panitan, Shriya, and Sharan. Sharan.
Wonderful.
Good job. Morality in the sense of good and bad is something that is
I don't really know. I feel like I got it wrong. Wait, can anyone hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, we all can.
We can all hear
Yes.
you.
No, I think I got it wrong. I might have got this wrong.
Me too, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
29 got it right. Oh, sorry, only 12 got
12
it right.
got it right, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Panitan climbed up and just 1 point below is Haripriya. And 3 points is Chaitli and 3 points is Shriya and Sharan after that. So let's see who's the next question. I cannot see God because
This is going to be tough. All the best.
I think I did this wrong.
I mean,
This is hard.
circle or
Super hard.
triangle?
They're all so close.
I think all of them is like, except for the God doesn't want to see us like.
Yeah, it could be any one.
Yes.
7th place.
Yes.
he's beyond the
Who
sense
put their
of
name as
perception.
Bill Cipher?
Oh, that was me.
Okay, Shriya climbed up 7177, Sharan, and then Radhika, Panitan, and Haripriya. Okay, let's go to the next question.
Multi-select.
Multi-select question.
Last time you said that, but it was only one question, one answer.
The universe is created by the original creator God, and we can understand this when we see.
I got this wrong. Done.
I might have got it right.
So I got it wrong.
So
I got it wrong. I picked only one. That's why.
I picked the 2 wrong ones.
30. Okay,
Yeah, me
let's
too. I
see.
picked the 2 wrong ones.
So Fanithan climbed up 7308. Shreya, Sharan, Radhika, and Haripriya. Good going. So let's go to the next. How does God talk to us?
This is kind of tricky again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not tricky. We had this in another debate. I remember.
Good. See, everything is from the debate, but then you have to really be watchful when you're answering. Yeah.
Like, most of it is like very extreme. So you really understand.
Yeah. Oh, good. See, everyone did it.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, 27. Okay, good. So Fanithan is maintaining and followed by Sharan, Radhika, Haripriya, and Shreya. Let's go to the next question. Question 9 of 15. Multi-select. God has a form that is?
Yeah, this is going to be, This is multi-select, letting you all know again.
What about fruit too?
I just picked everything just to be
I'm
on the
very,
safe
very,
side.
very scared for this one.
If you pick more than what's correct, it's wrong.
Wait, what?
Because like in the last multi-select, I could the both correct one, but I picked one more too. So I got
It
it
is
wrong.
spiritual and transcendental.
One right and one wrong, it still says you're wrong.
So Haripriya climbed up. 9728.
How
Sharan,
did I get in
Fanithan,
here?
Atar, you came inside. And Radhika. Okay, so let's go to the next question. The deity form is a concept created for the weak minds to connect to a superior force.
It's true because we're all very weak minds.
Let's see who chooses the.
I don't even know why this is a question.
Wait, what?
Who are
I
those
got it
two
correct.
Go correctly!
Yes! Bruh!
2 people.
Okay,
2 people,
Sharan and Haripriya just change places. Okay, so let's go. The next. Why do you need to worship God as a deity?
Oh, come on.
I think I got it.
I don't think I got it.
It's a tough
Who
one.
created this?
Think and
I don't
answer.
even
It's
know
very
anymore.
tough.
Everything is super duper.
It's hard.
Hard.
Who created this, Kahoot?
It's hard but simple.
It seems like there's much more than one answer.
Yeah, but you have to choose the best.
Very
good.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. Let's go.
That's all correct.
Wow. Sharan is leading the board. Haripriya, Fanithan, Atar, and Radhika. That's right. So next question. 12 out of 15. Multi-select. Is God male or female?
I hate you. Oh no!
Oh my god, my multi-select's not working.
I remember last time for multi-select, it was only one answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We are sorry about that.
So it can trick you too.
No, we won't trick you this time.
Okay.
I don't know about if he's male and female. Oh, come on.
So 31 got it
I got a
right.
point.
It's basically the above.
This is a trick question because like
Yeah,
I know.
it was
because
a
like
trick
why would there
question.
be like a triangle and circle in a
Okay,
in a
Atar, you jumped to
multi-select
the
question?
Atar, you jumped to the second position. So let's see. Which is the toll-free number to God?
Dial
This-
911.
Everyone should get this right.
This
is so easy.
So funny.
Dial Bhakti
Not
Sangha.
better. Dial Bhakti Sangha.
Mataji, for triangle, you guys didn't even try.
Who's that
You
one
got
person
right.
who chose Bhakti Sangha as the toll-free number?
What?
So follow me is in. Sharan, Atar, and Haripriya, Anithan, and follow me. So next is 14 out of 15. Who's our dearest friend?
Radharani, Brahma, Super Soul, Devotees.
Super Soul.
Oh, come on.
Superman.
Superman, yes, Superman.
I think it's Radharani.
I hope everything's right.
No, I'm sure that I got this
Guess
one
what?
wrong.
The answer is the trapezoid.
The trap.
Trapezoid. There's no
The point is
trapezoid.
there's no trapezoid there, okay?
The trapezoid
Okay,
is a
so
trap.
23 got right.
It's Super Soul.
Superman soul.
See, the thing is, you may have correct answers, but we are sticking to what we discussed. So you need to think about it, what we discussed now, and then pick the right answer.
Oh, I picked devotees.
It's true too.
Which is true. Yes.
I picked Radharani.
Okay, good. Sharan, Atar, Haripriya,
I picked
Anita, and
devotees. I did
Shravan.
not know. I forgot.
The last question. The three aspects of Supreme Lord, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are compared in an analogy to?
You have to say respectively. Respectively.
Oh yeah, respectively.
What was it?
The Supreme Lord, Brahman, what is that? Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, respectively. What is Brahman? What is Paramatma? What is Bhagavan? See, they're all mixed up. Okay.
What?
So the third place is Haripriya.
Haribo.
Second place is Sharan.
Haribo.
Third place is Atar.
Good job.
Congratulations.
How did I win?
Runners
choked.
got
Oh my God.
Ravan. Yeah.
Good job, Atharva.
Yeah, 13 out of 15, all the three of them.
Thank you.
Can we see more scores?
But how come everyone is
If you go to the next,
How do I do that, Atharva?
See, get feedback.
Mataji, how come everyone has 13 out of 15?
Only those three.
we're just lucky.
It's how fast you click.
It's
The faster you answer, the more points you get.
Yeah.
Trevor and Vanita are the runner-ups, and they were not close.
I was in the runner. No. I was in seventh place.
42%
I was
accuracy.
A few people got 0% accuracy.
Like, the average of us got like.
I got like 4 wrong. And
Some
those
people
are
got
all the
everything
4
wrong,
multi-select.
If you press players, then it should show like their scores. This
Oh,
later.
is it?
I got like 4. 5 wrongs.
Where?
4 wrongs. It
On
was
the
fun,
screen,
even though we took a
the
lot.
players, it should.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Radhika, I got a 73%.
Yeah,
3 more.
87.
3 more.
I got a 73. I'm Bill Cipher.
Who is Bill
You
Cipher?
fooled Bob. I got a 73%.
Bill Cipher.
I just said I am Bill Cipher.
But
You
yeah,
know
I don't
what?
know your name.
You know what? Everybody won in this because we spent our time thinking about the Lord, analyzing what he said in Bhagavad Gita and trying to apply and trying to see how logically we can understand. So Krishna said that a person who spends time like this worships me out of his intelligence. So all of you are winners. Congratulations and thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was
all.
fun, even though it took a lot of time.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Thank you.
Yes, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Dodecahedron.
Again
So,
next time.
So you like to have so we will see what we can do next time. You like to have a story and a Kahoot or any other way of playing? Do you know any other way of playing?
Story and a Kahoot.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. There's another thing called Gimkit, which is like Kahoot, except there's like power-ups and stuff you can use on people. It's
Yeah,
more fun
Gimkit's
than
really nice.
Wait, we can do quizzes too.
What? What's the name?
Like Gimkit and quizzes are like by yourself. They're not really that much fun. You
Can
don't
you
get to
chat?
talk about
Can you
it.
put it in the chat?
Okay, yeah. If you have any ideas, what else we could try apart from Kahoot? You can put them in the WhatsApp group, and we can research on them.
Can you put it in the chat
Mataji,
right now?
Mataji, what if you're not in the WhatsApp group?
Crafts.
How did you get in here?
My friend told me.
Preethi Vilasini Mataji?
If you're not in the WhatsApp group, we have to add you to the WhatsApp group.
Right.
Even in the chat, we can get the save of chat. You can put it in there. We'll be saving.
Yeah, we can get your.
They disabled chat though.
Yeah, they disabled it.
Oh yeah, I
Good
will.
answer.
Krishna, bye.
There's like a whole
I'm kind of thankful
World
that it
War
was
III
over
out there.
because like
There was
I
like a
just feel I
World
was
War
like
III.
going crazy at the beginning.
Mataji, can
Okay,
you add
Mataji,
me
maybe
to
we can stop recording.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to say final words?